The worst part is that someone, maybe multiple someones, maybe even multiple someones in the same somewhere, they're going to be listening to this. They're going to be agreeing with everything I'm about to say. They're going to be thinking, like, totally, this guy's on to it, right on the money, spot on. No, they are. This isn't me making fun of you for once. The problem is them, actually. And I'm not, this isn't me baiting you into some sort of looking stupid, foolish kind of way.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm serious. No. The problem is a lot of people, they're going to be someone listening to something, and they're going to be thinking, like, they themselves are, they're smoking the pitch perfect weed with us. Like, they're most likely, more than not, actually smoking ditch weed.
Okay.
So, like, the last episode, they were all able to listen to it. It was fine. It's like, oh, my God, me too. I also have ditch weed, right? The problem is this one. I feel like some people are going to listen to it, and they're going to be like, dude, yeah, this shit fucking is fire. This shit fucking hits. And it's going to be dog.
The good stuff.
It's exactly, but it's not going to be the good stuff. It's going to be, like, the fucking ditch weed.
Yeah.
So, I'm scared people are going to listen to this with their ditch weed while I'm talking about this pitch perfect weed.
And they're going to mistake the two.
And they're going to really conflate some things. Yeah, it's going to piss me off, quite frankly. But I also think, to circumnavigate that, this will have to be like a trial episode.
Okay.
We'll do a second episode. And the second episode will actually be us on Patreon, where it's like, you get the subscription, but instead of getting some, like, hey guys, here's kind of semi-exclusive videos that I probably would just uploaded here, but I'm choosing instead to upload on my Patreon. Instead of that tier, or instead of the whole
we should do that too, though, because it's easy.
Hey guys, here's you go into my Patreon, you actually get a discount code. You're spending $15, you get a $3 discount code for my Teespring store. So we're not gonna do that.
Okay.
Right? So far I get both X's.
Well, the first one I think we should maybe.
Well,
consider.
Alex, how are you gonna make a better Patreon reward than those two stellar options?
Yes, how?
What are you gonna like do like a private Discord server? No.
Ooh, that's okay. Yeah, no.
Because I'm not a loser.
Yeah. No.
What a stupid thing to say. Hey guys, I'm trying to build a community here. It's like, yeah, not one where you can like directly message me in like groups. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little too close.
You want a private message me? That's one thing. Some things that go to like the request section of my stuff.
Yeah.
But hey guys, how about you can all at me directly where I get notifications on? That's ridiculous.
That's obnoxious. No.
What do you guys think this is? Okay. That's goofy as hell. So no, not a Discord server, and not like, hey guys, if you join Below to Be a membership today, you get to have custom emotes on all of our live streams. We don't do live streams. We're not children. Okay, we're not idiots.
Monthly newsletters.
No monthly newsletters. That's also lame.
Okay.
Instead, what we get to do, right?
Personalized text messages.
No, that's also stupid, right? Okay. What if we instead, our tier is they get to get our good weed. Our tier is actually just us selling pot.
Ooh, that's sick.
And then we're just suddenly
upcharge
all
the
of a
shit
sudden.
Out of it.
No. We're very reasonable. No. We lock you in long term though, where it's like the third month's actually like, wait, hold on a second. Wait, it was 25, 75. Well, now it's 15 in the fourth month.
Yeah, see? You actually save money in that.
No, because 25 plus 15 is still less than 75 in the third month. But by the time you figure that out, because right when you hear it in month 4, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You think about it all month long, get to month 5, shit, it's only $5 this month.
Exactly. So it really hurts.
And then when it's only $5, month 6 now it's 35. Okay, well, 35 is whatever. It's better than 70. Exactly. And then they're locked in. Yeah. Then they're addicted.
Yes. Because it's pitch perfect.
It's pretty cool. We suddenly go from just having a podcast to suddenly being drug dealers. we jump the ranks really quickly. That's pretty awesome. And while it does sound bad, it's actually super badass.
Yes.
It's actually super cool, So I think it's the best possible tier to go with Patreon. It's like, we get high and we get you high. And then maybe you can be as high as we are.
And who has a tier that's that special and that like specific and unique? Everybody else is just
no one does.
lame.
No. Everyone does like you want access to my private Discord server.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell is that?
We have one or God forbid, once a month, guys, we do Zoom calls. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to not only talk to these people, I'm supposed to look at them.
Yeah, what the hell?
What are you talking about? And again, I don't understand like. You guys, people take themselves way too loosely. The ones thinking like, oh yeah, I'll just have a monthly conversation with these people. You're not that interesting. No one is. You can just suddenly, you get to do a podcast. You get to, sit down and think about something and talk about something. You're going to talk to some stranger in front of other strangers. And you go on dates in front of other people.
Technically, yes.
Technically, yes. As in there are other people in the restaurants. You're right. I don't even take them to the woods. Okay. Those aren't called dates. Those are called purges. Okay. However, we do have the pitch perfect weed, which I'm excited about, And we had some dark times there. Such dark times, in fact, Like, I'll even go back further than I originally planned on going. Do you remember? I don't know if you did. I don't know if you would. It feels like it's been years ago. We've gone through such different lives since then.
Mm-hmm.
But do you remember? I was playing. I'll paint the color for. That doesn't make sense. I'll paint the picture for you colorfully. Okay.
Okay.
This is a 1950s movie being restored. Okay.
Okay.
It's just got storybook quality to it. A lot of pastel colors. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing LA Noire, right? It wasn't not nearly as fun as when I was playing Sleeping Dogs like the week before.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, I beat Sleeping Dogs in like 24 hours.
Yep.
Played LA Noire for 2, never played it again, so something's not quite as fun. Also, you realize too, it's like, has life even been that good since I stopped being Wei Shen, beating up people?
No, man,
throughout?
life sucks since then.
Yeah, I think I gotta go back to smacking bitches and being Wei Shen and Sleeping Dogs again. But more importantly, I was playing LA Noire. I wasn't having a very fun time. We had no pot.
Is that the one with the Madman guy?
That is the one with the Bad Men guy.
Yeah, it's not nearly as cool as Sleeping Dogs.
Not
Sleeping
nearly
Dogs,
as cool
man,
at all.
Life made sense when
And
you were
like,
playing
sure, you can
that.
pick up an item and rotate to the left and rotate to the right, and that's fun and all. But you know what's really fun? Slapping bitches. That's
and
awesome.
Putting them in the trunks.
Putting them in trunks. Slamming, the pull down of the vendors, the little cage doors, and breaking them on them, breaking them into phone booths. Just really much beating, antagonizing and beating people up. Learning combos. That's not important, okay? That's just all fun. Talk about Sleeping Dogs, that's cool, okay? But you remember, I'm playing LA Noire, which is already a rough enough situation. We have no pot, we have no green, no Chiba, no Gine, okay? No nothing. But what do you do? What does my big brother do, right? Protector of us all. What does he do, right?
Dude, I forgot about this.
He finds a night's worth of pot by scavenging. I mean, going through with an actual brush, delicately sifting through these things like a goddamn archaeologist. What does he do? He goes through jars, years worth of smoking. Every single thing, like it's the fucking apocalypse. Like we're trying it down, and I can figure something out.
Hey, dude, I was doing that for like what, an hour and a half?
An hour and a half. I don't know. You think, yeah, because I think I did complete about 1/3 of one single mission in LA Noire. So that about checks out to an hour and a half of wasting my time.
Hey, dude, I'm a really good guy. I forgot I did that.
It became a long way though, because then never again, what happened? We actually grew some pot.
Yeah.
You didn't screw us over entirely. I know you're kind of testing the waters now.
Yeah, I am testing the waters.
Listeners should know to hold you accountable again, because last time you were very much of like, playing pussy footing around. You know that one? You were pussy footing around recently when you were talking about how like, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't my fault.
It was your fault. Everyone heard it. I actually talked to everyone.
The situation was
I don't know if you know this.
Fault.
That video actually was heard by like fucking, I think we had like 62,000 comments, and everyone said
it's Robbie's fault.
Not like there's a lot more. It was a lot more actually, but like a philosophical. There's a lot more like it wasn't just that blunt. There's a lot more of like dissertations being given. It was a very healthy. There was actually no back and forth. It was just all groupthink. It was really interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting. How did I know?
And it wasn't like fake groupthink. Like when you go on Reddit and you see something, you're like, hold on, what are the comments of this going to say? Because this is crazy to be looking at this right now. And it's like, that's weird. Everything's positive, and then there's these ones that are minimized, and those ones seem to agree with me. That's weird. This wasn't that at all. This was everyone genuinely saying, wow, Robbie was wrong. Robbie wasted everyone's time.
I thought it wasn't that blunt. That wasn't that blunt. That was all deep philosophical shit. Okay.
It was. I'm still getting. Yeah, but like at the end of the day, what was if Freud had to put it in like 10 words or less.
Okay.
What was it? Robbie, that dumb dickhead, was fucking totally entirely wrong.
That really hurts.
Freud's, hey, for once he wasn't blaming the moms and the dads.
He was just blaming me.
Just blaming you. So you fucked up the pot, and we should be growing it again like in a week. We're gonna have new strains. That's gonna be exciting.
All new.
Because it was pretty exciting though getting this stuff. Because again, we were down and dirty. We had when we had ditchweed.
I don't like to refer to those days.
I don't like to refer to those days either. When we had ditchweed, when we were buying MJs, dude, that's fucking weak as hell. We were going to a place to talk to some people who were bigger losers than us, and we were giving them our money. That's disgusting.
Makes me sick.
It makes me fucking sick.
Especially when their weed's nowhere near as good as ours.
Ditchweed. That's the problem I'm talking about. It was all ditchweed. But we got through the hard times. We had a little bit of a trial period there, if you recall. There was a little bit, a little desperation, perhaps, What was going on with the green we grew finally? Do you recall?
It was grown?
No, it was wet. We went through a lot of trial.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I forgot about that.
We were so down in the dumps with that ditchweed. We had to smoke our stuff. And our stuff wasn't ready to be smoked. But what did we do? We bit the bullet. We were going through. Man, do you remember the learning curve of smoking this stuff?
Yeah, now I do.
Now we're been 3 months into the supply.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we're good people. We don't just jump on trending news and talk about things right away. We let it it situates. We situate with it. We get to understand it. We feel it. For the last 3 months, it's been pitch perfect weed. You're thinking, guys, why isn't the production of the episodes come out more frequently?
We've
been
busy.
So good. We've been couch locked.
Yeah, we've been busy.
We've been busy smoking it. However, we got desperate. We had to smoke it early. The pot was wet, freshly fed, freshly cut. Not at all dry, not at all cured, not at all jarred, not at all nothing. It was honestly, if you didn't smoke it, if you somehow missed how amazing and fantastic it looked, and if you didn't know it was grown by us, you might even mistake it for ditchweed.
Yeah, because how wet it was.
It's how wet it was. You think, what the hell is this? Like, this isn't dry. This is wet, and this isn't like, oh, this is sticky. No. This is like soaked.
This is like I put it under the water for a couple hours.
This is like when you washed your vegetables. This is
exactly what it was.
This is bad. This is cabbage.
Hey, you know what? My little brother, he figured it out.
I figured it out. There was a learning curve, man. That's simple. What did I have to do? Climb the mountain. Get over the hurdle. Was it a steep one? Yes. Did we go through, I don't know, what most girls smoke in like 2 years of trial and error, trying to figure it out, how to do this and how to do that? Probably. Alex, I don't know any girls. What do girls smoke in 2 years? About 3 joints. In 2 whole years, how often do they smoke? Well, they say they smoke every night, every weekend, but somehow they only go through, again, not even a quarter.
They're just better at smoking than we are.
They're better at smoking. You see a girl pack a bowl, she sits next to you, invite her over. You look at it, she's like, I'm actually going to smoke. You're like, that's crazy. This girl's going to smoke? That's so cool. You know how many girls don't smoke? You know how many girls suck? You know how many girls say stuff like, I just don't use it. It's not useful. Didn't say it was. How about you shut up and smoke it? However, girl comes over. She's like, I'll pack a bowl. Oh my gosh, she's not only going to smoke it, she's going to pack it. She's not going to say one of those girly things like, I don't like, can you like fucking, why don't you pack it for me? Doesn't do that. She packs it, but she takes the littlest pinch, puts it in there. Like, I can't even light that. She manages to light it, and somehow a gigantic cloud comes out. But I guess they're just masters of everything. They're actually way cooler. They do everything better. They smoke cooler. Take way cooler hits.
Yeah.
No, that's a lie. That was a test. And actually, what do? They act as if they're smoking a big bowl. They do a long exhale, but there's no smoke. There's never any smoke. It's just pursed lips. You look like an asshole.
And then it's always, I'm going to be high off that for a while.
Yeah, then it's like, ooh, I'm so high. And then they're like, oh my God, I have the munchies. It's like, that's hilarious, guys. The munchies was a myth. We made it up to test who actually gets high.
And you failed.
Idiot. Losers.
Those are not Ash brownies, man.
That's actually a really good point. They weren't. But no, what happened? We had to go out. First, we had to figure out the first hurdle of smoking this wet-ass fucking pot. It was pitch perfect, but it was wet. Like Anna Kendrick in the shower wet. And what did we do, though? First, it was, you know what, Alex? I have a brilliant idea. I said, what is that? What is that? That's how I talk to myself in my head. And I was like, what is that idea? And he's like, double lighter. I'm like, oh my God, double lighter. That makes perfect sense. What's the first step? Smoking with 2 lighters. It's a tough art. Not many are that coordinated. Most people say stuff like, I'm only right. I can't even use my left hand. I'm completely useless with my other hand. But not us. What we do? Use 2 lighters. What else do we do? Multiple rounds of paper towel drying sessions. What is that, Alex? What's a drying session of paper towels? When you take the wet pot that's too wet to smoke, but you're determined, and you put it through multiple layers of pressing down with all of your might, squishing out all that green, sticky juice. Okay, it looks like fucking the people are soiling green.
That's exactly what it looks like.
But you pack it some more, right? You go through like multiple layers where you pull out 6 paper towels, 6 whole sheets, and you rip them apart. You set them on like drying stations. You're like, yep, this one's when it should be the most wet. This one's when it's the least wet. Go through 6 different drying stations to see how dry the paper towel is, right? Very simple stuff. You do that. You pack the bowls. The bowls are still damp. They're not dry. By no means are they dry. We're still smoking very, very wet stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of almost lighting now. Because the scary thing is, I know when you hear about it, when you hear someone say something like, for a survival kit, you need to have, waterproof matches. And you think, how could water even be an obstacle in nature? What are you even talking about? How could that even be an issue? I'll just start a fire, right? Turns out very hard to start a fire if something's even remotely damp. So when it's soaked through, right, like soaked through more than cotton panties, okay, it's fucking impossible to light, and it's a problem. But you do it, you smoke it, you pull through, your lungs are burning, your lungs are on fire. and you're making these clouds that should be 10 times larger than they actually are. And of course, the smoke's not even pure white. It's coming out gray. It's coming out like girly puffs. But it was worth it in the end because we smoked through that. We stopped wasting thousands of dollars, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars just trying to chase a high. That's not the saddest thing in the world.
And also, that shit was the piniest and
Dude,
gassiest, most disgusting
what is wrong with people
ever.
who are like, yeah, I want to get like a good high of some like, pungent. First off, what?
Yeah, why is that the word
I've
you
never
use to describe
once
it?
ever asked for anything to be pungent because I'm not a fucking weirdo.
It just sounds pungent. I want it to be disgusting. I want the aroma to make me sick and gag.
You mean like diesel?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, you want like a diesel-y, like gas, earthy, like pine, pungent, disgusting mess. Like some stinky stunk, right?
That'll hit the spot.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty sick, actually. Because you know me, I don't really like fruity, yummy strains or like sweet, good things. Same kind of losers who are like, what do you prefer? And they're like, oh, I don't know, shitty fucking dumb shitty pot, The one that makes me feel creative and stimulated, where I want to get up and do things. Like, I'm sorry. What's the point of that again? I thought it was to chill and not be a fucking annoyance. No, this stuff just makes me, oh man, puts me to sleep. Put you to sleep? Put you to sleep. Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were so, easy to fall under the substance. I'm sorry. No, I smoke all the time. This just shit makes me tired. That's weird. I smoke all the time, and it doesn't make me tired.
Yeah, well, you're a freak of nature, because I go to sleep.
Nice. Yeah, well, I like how you're taking a sip, too, and you rush your sip. Like, hold on. Alex, I also get tired. You're an idiot. It's pretty cool. You gonna say anything?
There's nothing to say.
Okay. But yeah, our stuff just, it tastes better, it smokes better, it looks better, it feels better.
It's so soft.
It's so soft.
It's like pillowy soft.
It's like pillowy, buttery, like a biscuit soft. Pretty beautiful stuff.
Would you say a biscuit soft?
Yes.
It's a biscuit
like
soft.
a buttered biscuit.
Yep.
It breaks apart. It's green, just like a
yes,
biscuit.
the other stuff was what? Black when we got it?
Yeah, I don't do it. Everything was weird. It was all like compressed and like lifeless. It was like
as hard as a rock.
It was hard as a rock. It was dry, and it was just gross. And again, everything, no matter what you picked, no matter which fucking thing the idiot behind the counter said, yeah, we have this week, because of course we're a weed distributor, but we can't have like an actual supply chain because that'd be too professional and corporate of us. So we have to have just like whatever we get, we get.
You know what's super nice about this stuff? When you and I decide, hey, we wanna grind up an ounce worth. We actually have an ounce.
I know.
We don't get screwed over with half an ounce.
That's interesting. How is everything always a I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me I'm buying quarters. You're giving these are eighths. Yeah, I charged you for charged you for a lot more than I should have. Fuck, sorry. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because that's funny. But based on what you charged me, I thought I had more than.
I thought I had more pot. I thought I had more than one night's worth of smoking. He's like, oh my god, I thought you were a chick. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna smoke just. Again, that was what lasted you the next 2 years before I see your face.
They tricked us because the stuff tasted so badly. It managed to last more than one night because we couldn't smoke enough for it to let. We couldn't do our
when I was going through the ditchweed, what is it called? Like the ditchweed. I'm trying to think of like a historical name I could steal. I guess that works a little bit. I was trying to think of more like a historical name of like a time era, like an era of time in which. All I can think of is unfortunately the Salem witch trials. I'm not sure that really implies here where I could say like the ditchweed witch trials, but I don't know. When I was going through the
ditchweed troubles.
Yeah, when I was going through the ditchweed troubles, right? I was talking to some what's her woozy, and I was kind of expressing, I was being vulnerable for once, and I was saying like I can't get over this not having pot. Like, you can go buy pots. Like I can go buy shitty pot. I can go buy things that somehow, again, no matter what you get, it's always going to be very gassy, straight diesel, very pungent, very strong, very loud. What? Very earthy, very gassy. And you get that. And then I was saying to her the difference, saying, I want like, good things. I was explaining like, what good pot is and what bad pot is. And then this fucking, bimbo responds saying, I don't think I've ever actually once ever smoked anything and had any smell to it, any tasting note to it, any flavor profile I don't know what you meant by this gassy or by fruity or by sweet or by sour or by no discernible smell, nothing. It all just tasted, it was just all very, very just like very just marijuana, just state all the same thing, no matter what it was, sativa or indica or this strain or that strain.
I think that's just actual
And
grass.
I realized she's a fucking moron. What was your thought?
I think she's just smoking actual grass. Like
Oh,
from outside in
maybe.
the
Yeah, no,
ground.
she's a fucking idiot. And obviously, she's a lowbrow loser. I haven't talked to her since.
Nice.
Stopped talking to her immediately. Thought that this is not someone I want to associate with whatsoever. Someone who has such a little understanding,
It's just uncouth.
but still, walks the walk. Or I guess not. I guess not. She just kind of. I don't know what she is. She doesn't talk the talk or walk the walk because she's smoking all the time. Like I've seen these little bullshit smokes, and you tell me it's all the same to you. What are you smoking? But our stuff, it smells great, tastes great. It's not gassy. It's not diesel. It's pitch perfect, like I said. Again,
It
it's
actually
not
gets you
diesel.
high. It doesn't
gets
give you a
high.
headache.
It's true, dude. It doesn't go straight to your head. It's not some annoying, loud, gassy, pungent fucking.
Is that what loud means? Makes your head feel like it's going to explode?
I think so. I think it's when your head feels stuffy, like when
I
you're
don't like
fucking,
that.
I don't know, got a flu, a fever, and you're popping Viagra. It's like my fucking
I was
head's
gonna say,
stuffy.
too much Viagra.
Yeah, too much Viagra, and your head's just super stuffy. Like fuck. But dude, it's a straight diesel, bro. It's fire. It's like, no, you're a fucking loser, dude.
Yeah, I don't understand people like that.
Cut it out, man. You can't smoke that stuff. It's not cool. It's super lame, actually.
Super lame.
But thankfully, again, we have our stuff. And, not only do we have our stuff, but you've also, ascended. You're flirty, 30, and thriving.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you were scared about being 30. But
It was.
you're flirty, 30, and
And
thriving.
thriving.
You know why you're thriving? Because now it only took 3 years of smoking. Alex, you say he's 30 years old. What do you mean Robbie's only been smoking for 3 He's 30. Surely he must have been smoking for at least 14 years if he's 30. No.
Mm-mm.
You'd be surprised. So you finally go ahead and you learn how to smoke after 3 years. And I don't know, if we were buying all of that green, right? If all that gine was, with receipts, Jesus Christ, you might have robbed us $86,000.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking to think of the amount I might have wasted.
The amount of stuff you smoked. First off, think about how many times before you were cool enough to be like, all right, Alex, I will smoke out of some glass. Remember when you were Mr. Know-It-all? Listen, man, it just makes more sense like a cigarette. Smoke it out of a joint. Like a piece of shit with some papers that burn out your...
doobie.
So tired of that, too. I'll talk to someone about pot, and then they're saying, like, yeah, I've smoked a few J's in my life. It's like, okay, then you never tried it at all. That's like saying, well, yeah,
too.
we kissed... and she kind of rubbed against it. So she pretty much gave me a hand job on the first date. It's like, no. She kind of rubbed against it. It was over the pants, especially. That doesn't count at all. Unless you're coming in your pants, you can't say you got a hand job with your pants still on.
Well, as everyone knows, I always.
Robbie's like, me, the guy known better coast to coast than butter and toast. Robbie, the guy who comes in his pants. What about when you're having sex? Put pants back on. Come inside my pants again. I like that sticky feeling touching my leg. The fabric feels like it's going to be ruined forever. Wow.
Nothing like it.
Guys, isn't this a video? I'm sorry. Isn't this it's supposed to be talking about marijuana, not Viagra and cumming your pants? Well,
Well, actually, funny you say, Alex. Today's sponsor
Yeah.
is Blue Chew.
Blue Chew, get your dick hard discreetly. How is that not their slogan? That's good shit, actually. Honestly, Blue Chew, get your dick hard discreetly.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Viagra, it can all use it. Honey pack, drink this. Get your dick hard. That's pretty good too. Discreetly, yeah. It's a little less discreet, that one. They're like, why you taste like honey? And oh my god, you taste like honey and your dick's hard? This is a super boner. This isn't a real boner. Say, baby, you're so hot. I wanted to give you a little bit extra. But you finally learned how to smoke. And again, it only took 3 years. You now know how to inhale.
Yeah,
And
finally.
it's funny because you usually go through a period where you just forget how to light, but you still haven't figured out because you can't figure out how to hold a lighter in front of your hand without burning your thumb.
every time.
Because you're an idiot, and it's like, Robbie, hold your hand to the right side of the bong with the lighter in your hand sideways, like as if you're on a motorcycle revving the handlebar. And then you say, yeah, no, I got it. And you put your hand in front of it as if you're, churning butter, and your hand's in front, or you hold a microphone. Your hand's in front of you. It's like, why? No. Your hand shouldn't be in front of the thing. It should be to the side of the thing.
You know the problem is I used to use lighters back down in Australia, so it's
all to
reversed
the
down
left.
there.
Yeah.
So it just takes a while getting
You know,
used
yeah,
to.
that it could see that would be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long have you been on this hemisphere? 3 years. Since I started smoking. Yeah.
So
Since I was 27.
Yeah. I got rid of the accent really quickly.
Yeah. That's probably for the best. I don't think this. I don't know how this would go with you having an accent. I think it would really change the whole dynamic of the show.
Yeah, probably.
If every time you actually did chime in, it was with some like off. Everyone's like, "Well, I'm sorry, I totally forgot Robbie." Every time, maybe I totally forgot Robbie has an accent.
Really
Every time you spoke, it'd
distracting.
be really Yeah, again, whenever you speak, everyone would be like, "Holy shit, I completely forgot Robbie's Australian." That's so weird. Thankfully, you dropped that habit. You kicked it, but you learned how to smoke.
I finally did.
You finally did. Fucking got it. Oh yeah, babe.
Yeah, and I'm actually, you know what the problem is though? It needed to be the lesson could not be learned unless it was pitch perfect weed.
Right, it was pitch perfect weed. That's true. Like you learned so much in the last like 3 months of smoking this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Frankly, you've learned how to pack better bowls.
I know,
Finally,
I'm pretty proud of that.
they're not as good as my bowls. Really, frankly, no one's a better than the Nets. You know, no one's a better than the Nets, so no one's a better than mine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice bowls, and I don't mean that metaphorically speaking,
Ample.
but my bowls are great. Yours are getting there.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming in. You know, you're still a few seasons behind, but you're getting there. And that's a long way because, again, you started off like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You were by far the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen at handling this stuff, okay?
Well,
Maybe you can grow a thing or two. Maybe you can make a pitch perfect weed maker. Maybe you're like Silas in weeds. You're just a really good grower.
Actually, you keep saying you said how it looks nice. This is actually
It's beautiful. It's better than
This
most
has-
girls.
This looks like
It's more of a smoke show than most chicks.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not even going to try to describe it because
It's just too beautiful.
Yeah,
And you can't take photos because everyone knows that light ruins all green immediately.
it's nuts.
It looks perfect. Take a photo of it. It looks like it's complete fucking crumbs. It's disgusting.
Yeah, it really. Yeah,
Photos ruin everything. But in this time, you learn how to pack better bowls. Okay, you recently finally understood, like, maybe I shouldn't pour, I don't know, maybe the entire beaker base shouldn't be full of water.
that was a pretty.
So
good
it's
tip.
not the biggest chug of all time trying to pull that shit in.
Yeah, it's been a lot easier not filling up the water all the way.
I know, it's crazy. Almost as like it was a fucking psychotic thing to do. So that's interesting, right?
I just didn't know.
You should know. Now you're a guy who knows. You learn how to pack better bowls. You finally learn how to inhale because I don't know if we've talked about this nearly enough with how much you've chewed my ear off about it. I'm not sure if we've, harassed our listeners enough and bombarded them with Robbie's, I'm just sucking it like a straw.
I don't think we've ever said that on here. No.
What are you sucking like a straw, Robbie?
I hold my mouth inside the bong like it's a straw, and
And you're slurping it up like
Like
a
a
delicious
straw.
milkshake
exactly. I treat it like it's a milkshake, and
instead of
it really hurts
breathing.
your throat after a while.
It's weird. And it's like, Robbie, why don't you just breathe like you do usually?
Dude, I don't
I don't know. I just couldn't think of it. Maybe it's the whole joint thing, the whole joint dilemma of making us smoke joints first. We're trying to do.
And what is a joint if not a straw?
It's true. It has a filter tip. That's something. But no, you're finally learning to smoke. You finally figure out how to, you gotta do the Mick Jagger lips, open up your mouth a little bit. If again, you have to feel like it. You won't be able to. You're gonna want to try, but you gotta feel like, hold on a second. If I purse my lips a little bit more, could I pick up this whole bong right now with my mouth?
Like when we were kids with Dixie cups.
But yeah, exactly. No, they with the fucking solo cups, bro.
Solo
Get
cups,
stuck in your
man.
head for like an
I'm sorry.
hour.
I'm sorry.
That shit was the bomb. That was the tits. But you finally learn how to smoke a little bit. You learn how to inhale. That's something.
Yeah, and now after 3 or so, I actually feel something. I don't have to go through
I know.
17.
You don't have to go through 17 and say, Alex, I think you're smoking too much. Alex, you're higher than I am.
That's not fair. I don't
Because
like that.
actually, it's not fair. You can't pack better bowls and be higher than me. You can't smoke better. You can't feel better. You can't be better.
Yeah, you have all the betters. It's not fair.
It's not fair. I need some betters. But it has been fun, dude. It's been a lot better. Those were some hard times smoking that ditch weed. And this pitch perfect weed, it's pitch perfect.
Well, listen, you didn't want to listen to me last time, right? But if you just pace yourself,
Or
we'll have plenty of time from now
okay,
till the next
sure. And
cycle's
here's my counterpoint from the last episode talking about this subject matter, right? Robbie, when did we harvest this stuff?
November 15th,
Okay. And today is January 28th?
I think so.
Okay. So that's not the next day, You do agree there are some days between November 15th and just to clarify,
Like
Robbie,
3
you
or
do
4.
you do agree there are at least some days between November 15th of 2024 and January 28th of 2025.
There's a couple, yeah.
Would you say that you have changed your age since then?
Yes. Yes,
Have I?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
And in that time, that was enough for us to age a whole year,
Yeah.
right?
You're wiser, is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Are you
you're
getting at?
wiser in that time. Have you, in that 3-month period, replanted the guy in the green?
No.
The cheapest. You haven't.
No, I have not.
That's peculiar. So you're telling me again, just to clarify, you're telling me
But-
again I should slow down the smoking instead of doing what? This is the conclusion we were out to last time. Alex, stop smoking so much. Instead of, Alex, maybe I could finally start planting stuff to smoke. What does Seth Rogen say? The more pot you plant, the more pot you can smoke. He doesn't say the more times
exactly.
Robbie doesn't plant pot, the more pot won't be smoked. That's not what he says.
No, but you see, there's actually the adverse is also true. If you slow down your smoke, the longer it lasts. That's what Confucius said.
Yeah, again, that's like saying you should have sex slower because maybe you won't come as fast.
What is it called? The motion of the ocean or something?
No
What
one's
did
ever
they
said
all
that
say?
ever. That's actually an original thought you just had.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. That's
No,
that's a wholly original. No one's ever said that ever.
Okay, fine. Well, it's all about the motion of the ocean. That applies to sex, and it applies to how quickly you're smoking.
Says the guy who couldn't smoke till a minute ago.
I've learned a lot.
What, 4 nights ago? Is that when you learned?
I've learned so much in the last few nights. I'm an entirely different
You're
person.
like, I have so much power going through me. I am so strong right now. You have no idea.
But yeah, dude, if you pace yourself, we'll be fine.
Or if you start growing.
Well, I tell you what, I got everything set up.
Because it's exciting. Because, this stuff is cool. We're talking about how cool this weed is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we've smoked this stuff before. We've grown this stuff before. We've felt this before. The next time we get to talk about the harvest,
like this.
This is the best. Yeah, it's the best. Perfect. It's your best work.
Thank you. I'm an artist.
But the next time, when it's the new, right?
Mhm.
When it's the fucking BKK, the Blackberry Kush. I'm sorry, the BBK, the Blackberry Kush.
Uh-huh.
When it's the WW, the White Widow.
Uh-huh.
When it's the BB,
BB.
the Banana Blaze.
Oh, sweet.
We're gonna have 3 new things to talk about. That's exciting. That's another update. And we'll see. At that point, will it be like, oh my God, it's been, guys, 13 months. We finally harvested it. Robbie finally grew it after a 9-month hiatus like last time.
Well,
When
hey.
Robbie went away for maternity leave and had a kid.
Well, think how much I learned on my time off from the last cycle.
Think about if you actually had a kid. We could be having that motherfucker right now, planning that stuff over there by now.
You're right. I should have a
You
kid.
should have knocked someone up recently.
I should. You're right.
You are 30,
I need
flirty,
an
and
assistant.
thriving. You should have a kid.
I am 30, flirty, and thriving.
Okay, because when I was your age, okay,
When you were my age.
the definition of a man, okay, was someone with a good job, a wife, a home, and kids. And that was a good man. By that definition, the average age of said man was 35 years old.
Oh, I'm good. I got a couple years still.
How old are you?
30.
Oh, you're fine. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
It was that speech for asshole.
You're fine. You're awesome. You're fucking golden, dude. 5-year plan. It's the whole again. Year 1, I don't know. Year 2, I don't know. Year 3, I don't know. Year 4, I don't know. Year 5, good thing I figured it out. Good thing I figured it out in year 5, because those first 4 years were a little wishy-washy, a little gray looking at them.
I think my best work was done those 4 years to figure out year 5.
I think your best work would be done if you actually grew the fucking
I'm
stuff.
telling you what, dude. The next batch, you think this is pitch perfect?
Yeah,
The next batch is going to be pitch perfect 2.
that's sick. That means you have to grow even better stuff for Pitch Perfect 3.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have to do, that's when, by then, what I said, the last episode had like 67,000 comments. So I
Yeah.
think if we do 3 Pitch Perfect episodes, that means we'll probably have like roughly 1.4 million comments by the 3rd episode.
Where are we going to come with $170,000?
No, hold on. It's going to be great because if we have 1.4 million active comments, right, we'll finally be large enough for Adam Devine to come on our podcast.
Okay. I didn't know that was the goal we were working
So then we
towards.
can do like the whole spin-off Peacock series, Pitch
Oh,
Perfect,
right,
with him and
right.
Sarah Hyland.
That is a good goal.
You're an idiot. It's just stupid. It hurts. What a dumb. You're lucky that I actually isolate a lot of your stupidity. You should be very happy that there's going to be a hard cut right there. And it's going to come back and it's going to say, sometimes I get suspicious and I think, was there a cut? No. This time there was a cut. And it's like, why, Alex? Because I'm a goddamn saint, okay? Because I save you the sheer stupidity that I have to go through, but I shield, okay? Again, I'm like the Don. What do? Okay, I say they're coming after me, and I let them come after me so they can't come after you, okay? I hear the stupid things you say. I have to hear them. I have to hear them twice. I'd hear him again.
Yeah, you might say that, but yeah, here's the thing.
You're right. The Robbie defenders are going to be in the chat saying, like, I don't know. This seems like propaganda to me.
Yeah,
maybe Robbie does something super cool.
Yeah, listen to this, okay?
Maybe Alex just cut it
listen
out
to my
he was
side
jealous.
of the story, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, fucking the reality of the situation is
from the Robbies.
what you say is dumb. When I'm listening back to the episode,
did you just say I'm like rubber, so whatever, and you're glue, so whatever you throw at me bounces off of me and sticks to you? Is that what you said?
No, you shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up,
shut
please.
The fuck up
okay?
right now. Oh, you shut the fuck up right now. You shut the fuck up.
I'm actually saying hilarious bits, and you just can't handle how funny I am. Because I notice I say something funny, and also I'm looking
Give me an example
forward
of something funny. Give me an example. Just tell me right fucking now how fucking funny you are.
I am super funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just told you.
That was pretty funny. I don't got it. Let me see you be funny.
Doesn't work that way. I can't just put command it.
Give me the funny. Let me see you be funny.
No, it doesn't work that way. You would know that if you understood comedy.
I've been in this business for 30 years. You tell me I don't understand comedy?
You cut out parts that are funny. When I listen to the episode, I'm looking forward to hearing these bits, and also I just hear your response.
Right.
And I'm thinking,
that's not fair. I was so funny. I thought my game then.
And you know what I noticed too? You leave a lot of dumb shit you say.
Dumb shit I say.
Yeah, you say a lot of dumb shit too.
Yeah, like what?
90% what you say is just fodder. Is that your word? Fodder?
Cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder.
There's a word before that one, dude. And I'm the one saying dumb stuff.
You're the king of saying dumb stuff.
You're the fucking you're the king of saying dumb stuff.
Yeah, good one.
That was you.
No, it wasn't.
That was you, and
No
me
way.
saying good one was you doing me.
No, you're mistaken.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
Pitch perfect weed though, man. It's been nice smoking it. I'm liking it. I'm tired of talking to people who don't like it.
No.
I don't know when that happened, right? When did video kill the radio star?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty confident about all this.
Shut the fuck up.
You want me to help you, Linda?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
You need to sober up.
Now you must really shut the fuck up. Now, please shut the fuck up.
Bye, Chiquita!